Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Programming the Village. Last time I did the requirements for the quests and like those you need to fill to end the quest and the ability to click the thing to assign a resource. So today it's time to use the dice, which is part of the requirements as well. Like that, you need to assign a sword from the dice roll and 2 bows. So the goal is to roll the dice and use it there somehow. But first, all of that questing stuff and assigning resources should happen in a separate phase after managing the village. So it's time to do the state machine. For that, I've prepared my magical MS Paint. So let's take a look there. We will start the game. Let's call it start. There should be something like a main menu and stuff. I don't know. Do I want to handle that now? Not yet. Then let's say we do something like a game start, preparing all the stuff that's necessary to initialize a new game and stuff. Let's call it new game. Okay, and now we're getting to the game loop itself, and this is gonna be something we need to think about. Well, first of all, there should be something like new round begins, something like that. I don't know. So new, if you can read that, round. Well, let's add this stuff we know. It will be tied to probably this. So part of the new round could be like spawning new monsters, showing new events, dealing new quests, all of that. Generating new villagers that are being born. So new round stuff, like managing all of that. Then we move on to the player turn. We can call it village management. So you assign your workers, get some resources, turn or send them questing and stuff, I think. Then And I think that's the phase that we are interested in, is the questing phase, where you roll your dice, assign, reroll, assign resources to quests and monsters. And yeah, so let's call it questing or adventuring or something like that. You don't get the rewards immediately. You just, again, assign everything. Then we will probably resolve those. So resolve quests. Then we will probably resolve monsters. So resolve monsters. Yeah, we've got that there. Okay. Questing phase, roll dice. Yeah. I wasn't reading this, but I've came to the same conclusion. That's a good sign. In the resolve monsters, there might be a potential game over. Like there. Game over when you're being overrun. Or you withstand the attack and you continue by maybe doing some research, which I have no idea right now how this would work. And I don't know, let's call it something like a round cleanup. It could be burying the deaths. Let's call it cleanup. Cleanup. And then the new round begins again. And you're doing that, and from the questing you could actually win by, I don't know, killing the part of the questing is also like the monster fighting. Oh, it's actually in the resolve quests. Let's put it there. If you finish like the final quest or kill the Dark Lord or something like that, you can win. Otherwise, you can lose, and new cycle through there until one of those happened. Okay. Oh, we can keep this somewhere around. Let's call it, I don't know, state. Got it there for future reference. And well, now we can do at least the... Currently we are in the village management state, which is the only state I've got. Let's add the second state, which is the questing, where we'll roll the dice and assign things to the quests. Okay. So this state is, let's rename this to village management. It's called scene because we are doing scenes, but it's like the same as state. This implementation. Let's do another. Let's call it, I don't know, questing scene. Let's rename this village management. Should I just call it village scene? I'm just gonna call it village scene. It's shorter. Don't like that long name for some reason, even though it's perfectly fine. So inside scenes we need to rename the enum and add a new one for the questing. That's the enum of available scenes. And inside the scene manager, we also need to instantiate the new scene. So like this, questing. Don't think I've got that yet. So questing. Okay. There we go. There. Could be something like links to which scenes next, but I think I'll be okay with handling this in the logic itself, or in the scene logic, like which scene should go next and stuff. I'll see. Okay, so this is the default scene that starts with. We start in a village. Later on, we'll obviously start somewhere else. I don't care about the scene transitions right now. Those are just some effects that go on a screen when you're changing scenes. Nothing important. Just a visual thing. Okay, so in the village scene, we're doing this. And it's just important to know what we want to draw and what we want to update during that scene. Inside the village scene, we actually don't want the requirement selection to be on. So you don't want to assign your resources in that state. Okay. So from the questing scenes, the other side, you don't want to use your workers anymore because that phase ended. It might be even possible to just not show any of that, but that would look strange if it just disappeared. So it's just gonna be disabled. This is just a debugging temporary developer stuff. This won't be there obviously. forgot what's this doing. It's updating the because of the positions. Okay, that's what we did last time, I think. And UI and turn button. This will also gonna need different functionalities. Okay, so let's get to... This won't be there. We can keep this there for now. But instead of that, let's do like rolling the dice yeah. Okay, so inside the player class, there should be something like dice. And we will want to roll the dice. Okay, so let's do methods for that. Void, I don't know, roll dice. Let's do for each, I don't know, die in dice. Die roll. I think we need to call the update on the die to actually do stuff, because that's how it works now. Need to roll. Need to call the update, and then we don't need to do this there. Okay, so let's call the rolling. When we finish the roll, we pick one of the sides, right? Okay, and the active side has like a list of the symbols that are on the roll die. Okay, I think I remember now everything. So we need to add all the values. Call the update, and that's pretty much it. Roll dice. Let's do the same to update. We need to call this somewhere. Probably in the questing scene, in the update. Update active quests. So player update dice like that. And when we do this, when we press space, let's do roll dice. It might be all we need. We are drawing the dice, so this could probably show the dice rolling. We need more guys to do that. Yeah, could be enough. The positions are incorrect. We've changed stuff inside the player. No, inside the die there. We had this there. we haven't changed the... We need to change the state, right? We haven't changed the state at all. Okay, so we need a thing to go through the state machine first, obviously. Because the rolling is happening inside the questing scene and we are still in the village scene. So when pressing something, let's just hack it for now. Let's do F2. How do you control the scene manager? That's a static class. Okay, switch scene, just the scene name. Okay, so scene manager, switch scene. There we've got the scenes. We go to questing. Okay, inside the questing, I'm gonna do the same. You won't be able to see too well which state is active, but I'll know. When I switch to the questing, nothing changes, but I can't select those guys, and I switch back to the village. Now we're in this state, so let's get some off. Yeah, I guess we need the dice to be positions to be updated there as well. I'm gonna have to figure this out probably when like that. When I switch to the questing scene, it should align there or not. Okay, let me at least try rolling. Oh, there we go. This is wrong. Yeah, that's probably the blank. Yeah, that's the blank that's got... It has no graphics. See, we need to adjust that. But other than that, it is kind of working. That you would assign those to these. Yeah, so fix blanks, fix rerolls. Got it. Okay. It's a good start. It's working so a little. Great. So first I need to fix that. Okay, let's focus on that right now. That's when gaining new dice inside the player. add die, recalculate dice positions should work. Yeah, it's doing the die position, but not the side position. We need to update those as well. Which is like kind of this. So can I do this? Yes. Is that probably this might make it better. Yes, okay, cool. All right, the next thing I need to do is fix the graphics for the blanks and rerolls. All right, so that's inside the die factory. Let me put the blank at the first spot. I guess it's the default. And when doing blanks, it should actually assign, yeah, it's assigning that. The blank dice textures. Can either create like a empty, transparent texture. Or not draw the thingies. Which might make more sense. Okay. So if the value is blank, no, that's the side values, right? I guess we don't need to do that at all. Die values. This is the, yeah, that's the background. That's what we need. No, that's this. Where's the die background? Confused. Oh, it's always that, right? Yes, each side needs that. Okay. That's the background, and this is the effects. That's why it's in, yeah, I remember now. Okay. So when the die values blank, I guess we don't need any texture. And now I'm not sure if you can call the draw call with nulls and it would just skip it, or it will crash. If it crashes, we'll fix that. And let's see if we can even build this. Yes. I don't think it's gonna run. I think it's gonna crash when providing null texture, but let's see. We do this. Yes, crashing. Okay. So when drawing a die, it's there. Okay. Let's say if active, no, what? That's just an int, okay. If sites, active site, you need to draw the background at least, right? I think the side, we've done the render target thing. Yeah, there. Just need to skip it there, I guess. And we can draw it there. Okay. We just need to skip drawing that. Okay, there we go. There we put it there. If value, what's a value? Is values, no, die value, wait, what's that? Die value and die value, see, value, that should be the die values. Okay, die values blank. I'll continue, and this should fix things. Let's send him in. No, it's not. I have not take this back, right? Well, why do I need this? I don't know. Let's keep it in. Oh, there we go. The others don't have the blank sides, so now we can switch to the questing and roll. Oh, there's blank for that's working as well. Okay, so now the rerolls will be broken only. That's easily fixable by providing a proper size of the icon, I guess. Yeah. Can I roll a reroll? Yeah, there we go. This is broken, okay. Very easy to fix. thinking what else needs fixing. One of the weird thing is this, like assigning the blank texture to when it's not needed, and I'm not sure why it's crashing. I guess you can't provide nulls to stuff like there. You can't assign null there, and then it cannot calculate this and all of that. Okay, that's the reason. Well, I can let me put a side note there. Get proper blank texture. It's not breaking anything, it's not that important, it's just for my mental health. Knowing that it's alright. Then the reroll. Okay, back to that. It's very easy. I'm just gonna redraw this. Sides, reroll. Now let me put this there. What's the 48? Okay. Let's do 48. Like that. Canvas size 48. And I guess it should be transparent. Can I do transparent? Yes, great. So would love to move this a bit lower. Okay, there we go. Nice reroll. Let me save that. Reroll, save, great, perfect. Everything's fine again. Let's give it a quick go, just so you believe me. And need to get some of those and reroll. Well, we know it's all kinda skewed up and left. We can actually fix that by the thing, because I was counting the blanks are 64, but they are actually 68. So that's like 2 pixels more for each side. So let's make this 2 pixels more wide. It's in the side creation right there. The math was like 64 minus 48 is 16 divided by 2, but it's actually 68 minus 48, 20. Yeah, it all checks up. So now it's gonna be super centered, hopefully. Yeah, great. Now, have I really rolled like all rerolls? I've got 2 of those there, so possible. Okay, nicely centered now, right? Perfect, perfect. Oh, look at those rolls. It's just great. You can either use those to reroll one of the other dice, or you can spend your divine favor. which is not yet thing, but that's the plan. So enjoyable rolling the dice. Love it. Okay, perfect. Got the dice rolling and it seems to be working. Let me try adding more guys. Oh, those are too old to train. Got it. Forgot my own rules. Don't think you will in the real gameplay get that many guys of the same age. The plan is to have like 2 or 3 tops probably. So this is like not a real situation. Let the die roll. Wait, let's add some of those as well. Bam. Nice. Great. Things are working. Always love that. So if we got like the state machine design done, we can roll the dice. Okay. Now, how do we assign the dice to the quests? That's another topic similar to one we did last time, the resources. Do you want to click the resource then the quest, which is 2 clicks, or do we just want to click the little icon to assign it, which is just 1 click? We went obviously that route. Less clicking is always good for the player. Now, how to assign the... You know what? Let's again do one step back and fix one of the things that we are pushing in front, which is that's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be there. This, and we've got those double swords and stuff, because that's gonna be important right now. We need to figure out a way to display more than one icon on a die. It should be like there. The only thing we need to change is this. And this needs a little bit more planning. I think the icon as it is right now is too big to fit it twice on a side, so I probably wanna, if there's more than one, we're gonna shrink it, make it smaller. Makes sense. Then do I want to... I might just... Wait, this is the render type, that's the texture, so we are not constrained by that. That's just the thing. I think I might just do some kind of private const rectangles based on the count of the symbols. And we can presume there's gonna be for now just 1 or 2. And not calculate anything. We'll just have that set in stone, which makes sense. There's gonna be like slots for the icons on either side. Okay. That's the current plan at least. So let's do some rectangles. Story there. Okay, so private, is it gonna be static? I don't know. Doesn't have to be. Private, that can be static. Read only as well. Okay, read only. Private state read only. Rectangle, like let's call it value slot. Can call it value slot 1. That's actually gonna be this is the X and Y. That's our 1010. And the size of the icons are 48 if I remember correctly. Where are you? There, 48. So that's that. Can put this there like this. I think that's the destination rectangle. Quite right. But we have to check how many the values there actually is. And use that instead. We will probably do like an array of these. Let's call it values. Can you rename this? Value slots 1 and value slots 2. And yeah, I think this should work. Okay, perfect. So I would have to draw this out. Yeah, I need to draw this out just so we understand what's going on. Okay, we've got our die thingy, which is 64. Does this? Well, it doesn't have to be 10 by 10, right? And it's actually not 64, but 68. Our icon thingy is 48. Which is what we are using this 10 by 10. And it fits like there when it's 1. When there's gonna be 2, I want to do something like scale it down, and maybe they can overlap a little like that. Now I just have to get the dimensions right. So we've got 48 with a slight overlap, let's say, I don't know, 48 times 2, That's 96. But we've got like not even 60. We've got like 96 minus the slight overlap of, let's say 6, let's say 90. But we've got only like 60. Well, maybe slightly less. 60, so like 2/3. Okay, so that divided by 3, that's 48 divided by 3, 16. So let's scale it down to 32. So this is 32. Okay, let's try that. And I don't know. Padding from this side's gonna be not 10, but how much space do we have? Like, let's try 6. 6, 6, and we said 32. Okay. This is gonna be 32, 32, but this position is gonna be, the whole thing is 68. Was it 68? I think it was 68. 68 minus 6, it's 62, minus 32, 30. Is that correct? So that's like overlap of 8 pixels. So that's 38, overlap of 8 pixels. Might be okay. We'll see. Okay, so we've got this. Then I'm gonna set this as warp slots is. Hello, Ashish Moore. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. That's very little, but I'm glad to do it. Helps me as well. I always see it as this little whip above my head to control myself. Slots are gonna be based on the values count. If it's 1, it's gonna be value slots 1, otherwise it's gonna be value slots 2. And now we are counting on that the values comes at max of 2, but that's on us. And there we're gonna do slots. We also need a counter. Okay, this is gonna pick the correct slot. If it's just 1, it should stop at 1. If it's at 2, it's gonna continue to the second one, I think. Okay, this might work. Let's see. We need to roll the double. Need to roll the double, so we need a lot of trained guys, because villagers don't have any doubles. And send them on a quest and then roll the die. No doubles. No doubles. Am I that unlucky, or is it just not working? It's always a There we go. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Double. There's plenty of space around. I think the positions are quite well, at least for these swords. Would love to see the other colors as well. There we go. Double magics, perfectly aligned as well. Give me double bows. That's the biggest icon, and I think it will overlap a little. Let's keep rolling, rolling. Unlucky. Come on. Give me a double bow. No. It's like, there we go. Yeah. It looks a little bit strange, but it looks like a one big bow, right? Like a long bow. Yeah. Nothing I can do with that. If the bow was like rotated a little this way, it would look better. I'm not sure. Would it be better or not? Let's give it a go quickly. I'm gonna rotate the thing. Image rotation clockwise. Well, okay. Let's try. I think I need to rebuild the graphics. Let's give it a go. Should be rotated. Let's give me a lot of range, guys. Send you in. Roll. Might look slightly better. For the single, I think it's still okay. Definitely looks better like that. I think it's okay. Let's go with that. It's understandable and temporary. So we can... Spacing there could be smaller, but then we would have to readjust everything. It's okay. Let's leave it like that. So this out of the way. One problem fixed. We can get back to assigning the dice. The problem, quote unquote, with that is, well, if I click the sword icon, we can check if we've got any die with that symbol and use it. But what if it's a die with like two swords? The other one will be scrapped because you can use just one die on one quest. You can't split the two icons into two quests. And there's gonna be some nasty logic to that. Because if there's like a double bow, you click one of those, you preferably maybe wanna use the double bow die, put it there, not just the way they sing or like do singles or stuff like that. So for that reason, I might leave that on a player and do it like select the die, select the quest that you want to spend it on, which is the other way than we are doing with the resources. I think, well, that's like more leaving the responsibility on the player, not just doing the strategy optimization for him. You can also have like a different colors with the symbols rolled, and the program can't decide for the player which color to use, right? So we have to leave that choice on the player. So you have to pick a die, assign it to a quest. Okay, that's the way I'm gonna do this. So I am probably gonna have to adjust the logic of the other thing when we are clicking the resources, because it should apply only for the resources, not the requirements of the icons. And where are we doing this? Kind of forget. There, update requirement selection. Okay. We should be able to only click the resource once. Do I just put a list there of allowed requirements that you can click? Probably, maybe, I don't know. Well, let's is it value or what's the name? Yeah, value requirements. Can you use in? Is that, no, that's just SQL thing, right? How do you check that? Do you need to do some kind of set? Never used that. Maybe it's time to learn this. Or we could add a small flag to the requirement. Something like, but then we would have to add this to the already crammed constructor. Okay. What do we do? Do it like that. Okay, that's the easiest way I can think of right now. So let's, I don't know, should it be like clickable or resource, or I don't know. Let's just call it clickable for now, even though it sounds silly. And put this somewhere. Nowhere. Text manager. Could be like based on the requirements there. Okay, let's do this. Private static bool, no, dictionary requirements bool clickable. It's gonna be new. This, that. What? No, not clickable, but all of those. So let's start with wood, and it's true. Then we need this like 8 times. Stone, wood. Then we've got faith and knowledge. We've got the I don't know. Sword, bow, and what's the last one? Magic. Those are false. And when we do this and value, something like that. Okay, not the prettiest, but it should work. If requirement, let's say not clickable, then we continue. Is this gonna work? Might. Now we can, fulfill these there, but yeah, we cannot do this by clicking on them. Perfect. Okay, that's what we wanted. Now we can fulfill those with only the dice, and okay. Right. So first of all, we need to be able to select the die. Select the die. Let's head back to, let's see how we did it with the villagers we've got, if it's used or not, and we don't have actually the selected there. We're using the outside game manager loop to handle that, but we need to know if it has been used or not. We could just remove it from the pool. And yeah, but that's not handling the activation, so we need something like that actually only. Yeah, let's do it like that. The die needs to have the, oh, it's not, I see. Die itself does not have the color, it's part of the eyesight. Okay. the die side does not know about the die it belongs to, right? Okay. Can't steal from that. Oof. Let's do... I don't know. I could go like through all of the sides and assign colors there, and that's probably how we need to do this. Okay, I guess there's no other way. So let's just do sides for each. Side color is green for now. I don't know. Let's do yellow. We'll do the same there. It's not that bad. I think it's okay. Okay, can select the die. Inside the game manager, we've got the selected villager. We'll do the selected die. Selected die. Oh, it's got 16 references already. Okay, let's do a update villager selection. Let's do update die selection. We'll do that only in the questing scene. There. Okay. So when we click any die in the player dice, we won't care about that yet. The die, it doesn't have the area as well. But let's say sites. Die active site. Should work. Okay. Selected die, deselect, die select, selected die is the die, and we don't check. We could like highlight the available quests that can work with that. I don't know. It doesn't work with the resources combined. Okay, I think this might actually be it. Is it working like that? I don't know. If I missed something, I think we are actually okay. Let's send them in. And can I select? Yes. Oh, splendid. It's working. Color's not the best, but it is visible. Okay, so we can select the die now. Perfect, we've got the selected die. It's one step closer to victory. Great, love it. Should I be able to deselect the die? Like if it's the same, do I just deselect? It just complicates things, I think. Having one always selected is okay. Okay, we can select the die. So this task done. Well, then we need to be able to select a quest. So how do we handle that? In the same way. It's pretty easy to know which quest we clicked on. Then we just have to run the logic of knowing whether the quest takes in the selected die or not. And then here comes the trouble with doubles. There's gonna be some extra logic inside, but nothing too serious that we wouldn't know how to handle. Okay, so let's do update quest selection. We clicked the quest in the, and now I don't know where this is. Quest manager, active quests, I think. If the quest area, no. Why not? Oh, we need the area there. Quest area contains this. We won't select a, don't have to select anything right now. Now we know if, let's put that in before I forget. So there. Click the thing, we can check if it consumes the die or not. Yeah, so the quest could have like a function returns bool if it can consume any of the values shown on the active phase. Okay, got it. So quest, got the requirements, we know if it's fulfilled or not. We can select just the unfulfilled ones. And yeah, but yeah, we kinda don't need any generics. We know the requirements. Okay. It's, I guess, easier than I initially thought. It's gonna return bool if it succeeded or not. Based on that, we will like use the die or not. So check die. I don't know. That's gonna be like, can be the die itself or just the values we're interested in. But let's for now let's provide the whole die. Let's copy the list of requirements, but only those that are not clickable and not fulfilled. So available requirements gonna come from, is this requirements? Yes. Where exactly? Filters a sequence. Okay, where is not fulfilled and is not clickable. What's this returning? Enumerable. Let's do to list. Okay, so now we should have a list of all the remaining requirements that the die could potentially handle. Okay. If available requirements count less than 1, we can immediately end there. Let's say this so it stops bugging me. Now we just need to go through the list, I think, and check whether it is the same as shown on the die value. Let's say var used false. We will return if we use the die or not. Then we'll do for each. Do we go through the values on a die? I guess the order does not matter, so no, we need to go there, die. I guess sites, die, active site, values, I think it's a list of a die value. Or we could do just values. The die should have something like that, right? Yes, we've made this shorthand. It's the values, and this is actually, I would like the things don't match, right? I'm using different enums for things, which is something. Sorry, reading a message. Yeah, something I don't know right now how to handle. I have to map the values from one enum to the other. The requirements are using requirements, and the die values have like those die values. So when this sort is matching this sort, we don't know. Could do something super crazy by matching the strings of the values, but that's probably not something you want to do. So how do you do that? Need to probably make a comparer and map this out in some kind of utility method. I don't know. Is there a usual way to do this? Let me know, because I don't know. So I'm gonna just do it my way, which is probably not gonna be optimal. But that's the only thing I can think of right now. Let's keep this. Can you go down there? No. How come you can go up but not down? Ah, I can. Let's keep this there as well as the die values. Let me actually put this there. Okay. So, where would you put such a method? I want to put it there. What do I know? Probably. Let's start somewhere again. It's important to keep moving, right? Check match. Not checkmate yet, but check match. We'll compare a die to a requirement. So, this is gonna be if die. Oh, I actually need not the die, but die value size. I don't know. What do I have there? For the requirement, I need to keep the requirement, I guess. For the die, I don't have to do anything, so I can extract just the values, right? Those are the die values actually enum. No, it's yeah. That's just a list of. No, that's a class. Oh, it's die value, not values. I see. And the die value has a value. That's the die values. I need the value values. Okay. Then where were we? Let's do die values is die values, and that's the list. And there was a method to get this, right? So find now. Select projects each element of a sequence into a new form. What? Probably can do something like extract the thing from the thing, but let's not worry about that right now. So die value, die values, and that's actually is a die value. We will compare a die value to requirement. Okay, so die value is die value sort and rec value is, now I don't know the enum name, requirements sort. So this would be okay. Well, now I have to do like can do return this. If it's that, or now it's gonna get crazy. Well, it doesn't have to align. Well, if it's a bow, this is a bow. Like that. If it's magic and this is magic, I don't know, this does not seem right, but should work. Okay, we've got the die value, which is this, right? We've got the requirement, which is somewhere around there. Okay. We're gonna go through the values. I might not skip the blank ones because there might be something crazy, like at least spend a die and it doesn't matter what face it's showing. Might be just about the color or something like that. That's an interesting idea. But yeah, so let's not skip that. We need this inner for cycle for the available requirements. Let's call it requirement. Now we have to check that. Check match. We should probably let's see. Check match. And that's a bool, right? We'll see. Check match. What do we need? Die value. That should be the die value. And the requirement, which should be the requirement. So if this checks, meaning the die value is suitable for the requirement, we'll do something like requirement fulfilled. Do we have something like that? Yes, perfect. And set used to true because we've spent the die. And we probably, if I break this loop, will the other continue? Which probably should, right? So let's do break. We will check the other potential values the same way, except this requirement will be still there because we for the fulfilled checked is there. So I guess we should do something like if requirement failed, then continue. Then I probably don't need this. I will make things maybe a little bit fast, maybe not. I'm gonna remove it just for complexity's sake. And I think this might be it. We'll go through these. If it does something, and that's part of the quest. Okay, so now we just need to do check the eye, and if it's used, hide the eye or something. Okay, I think that's inside the quest manager. No, game manager. Give me that. Update quest selection. So it was part of the quest, right? So quest check the eye, and the die is gonna be the selected die, but again only if there is a selected die actually. Let's do if selected die is null, we're gonna return. Okay, so now if we spend the die, selected die, deselect. Well, I don't think we need that. We will toss those away, but whatever. It's not necessary, but we'll do it. But we need to do the selected die is nothing. If I did the fulfilling, yeah, we fulfilled this, so it should not show anymore, probably. It's all right. We need to hide the die. Could probably do a method for that. Do I just remove it from the pool altogether, or this would shift the remaining dice at place probably? Okay, let's do opposite to that. So remove die, remove and recalculate positions. Yeah, fairly easy. Let's do layer, remove die, selected die. Deselect later on. Okay. So this will remove the dice from the pool. Available dice. If them the requirements are spent. If it does not checks out, we'll just do nothing, right? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We'll see. I'm already calling this somewhere, right? So, we'll see. Generate some quests, generate some guys, train them, move on, send them in, switch to the state, roll. Perfect. So we need sort everywhere. You can select this die. Now if I select this quest, this icon should disappear and this should also disappear and the blue should move. Splendid. Very well done. Good job, me. Pat on the back. First try. I'm a genius. Okay. This is not doing anything. There are no sorts left to be fulfilled. Die stays selected. Perfect. Wow. Just working great. Holy. Who would have thought? Perfect. Great. I'm really glad and surprised. It's now we've got magic. We can spend it there. Great. Love it. Wow. It's so nice to see the game coming to life. It's already shaping up nicely. Perfect. Love it. Great progress. One of the main game mechanics sorted. And I think it's done pretty flexible and versatile. We can adjust, tweak, add pretty easily with the current code. So that's great. Very easy to expand and build upon on. Perfect. Love it. It would be it for this session. Thank you for watching. I'll see you really soon. I think again this evening I will try to add monsters, which will work pretty much the same as the quests, but they will have like a different meaning. Well, there's actually one thing with the quests left, obviously, getting the rewards, but that also needs like a separate state that we define in the state machine where we resolve quests, whether if they are completely fulfilled, we'll get the rewards. Nice. Again, thank you for watching. See you soon. Have a nice rest of the day. Bye bye.